Podcast, man. It's your boy Sean Peoples. Hey, people, if you like our vibes, you like the movement, like, subscribe, share, comment in the comment section, ring the notification bell so you can keep up with everything that we got going on. Also, jump in the community tab and vote. Vote on everything that you see up there. And don't forget, the community tab is where we share information, what's going on with the channel. So you got to jump in the community tab. That's like your access to us to find out whenever we're doing something new, whenever we're changing up stuff that's going on with the channel. You got to jump in the community tab, man. You just got to jump up there sometime and figure out. Man. And every Thursday night, we're here with live podcasts. It's called R&R Thursdays. Righteous and Ratchet Thursdays. We're here from 10 to, no, it's 8. But I don't know the time, brothers. What's the time?
It's 8 p.m. to 9, no, 10 plus.
8 p.m. to whenever.
Yeah, to 10 plus.
Okay, yeah. See, people. So that's why I got to check with my brothers, man. I be messing up. So it's 8 p.m. to 10 plus every Thursday night. Oh yeah, and another thing, man. We're here every Sunday night for Top 5 Sundays, and that's from 8 to, I guess, to
9 plus.
9 plus. You know, where we deliberate and collaborate and talk about the top 5 anything. So you want to join us, man? There's some good programs. We have fun up there. Hey, my brothers, I'm here today to discuss a great topic with you guys, man. Hey, what's going on, Mr. Razor?
Hey, man, I'm chilling. I'm here. Hot today. Weather report.
Well, go on. It's hot. Yeah, it is summertime, though, Mr. Razor. We expect it to be hot.
Hey, it's hotter than normal.
Yeah.
And the humidity is crazy.
Crazy out there. Shot, man. Where are you with Bridget?
Yeah, man. Living and loving life. It's a beautiful day.
Yeah. We got a new person here with us today. Family member, friend of the show. Yo, Tundi, what's good, man? What's going on with you, man? Welcome to your first time on the show.
Why going short, man? Razor, big up on yourself.
What's up? Welcome.
There, I represent for the AGP family, you know?
Straight. But you know, we gonna go all the way English, because you know there's one of them ones where we just gonna English it up for y'all.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah. So is it ever a good time to cut off a family member? Is it ever okay to cut a family member off? You know, sometimes family members can do some egregious stuff to you. You know, they could take you for granted. They can be disrespectful, you know, and sometimes, you know, for your peace, is it ever a good time, or is it ever okay to cut a family member off? Tundi is new to the show. Well, he ain't new to the show, but he's new to appearing on the show. So we're gonna start off with Tundi. Tundi, what you think about this, brother?
Yeah, sometimes it's good to cut family members off for a peace of mind, and better when they cut them off. Sometime, you know, maybe you and them could get closer in the long run, you know, because certain family members are toxic, you know what I say? Them will call you or come see you, and your mood is great for the day before them come, and as soon as them come or call you, your whole mood change for the day, and then you just mess up your whole day.
There's the people that drain your whole energy.
Yeah.
That's what I like to call them.
And sometimes you have to just cut them off and show them tough love and put them to the side for your peace of mind and your happiness.
Definitely. I think a lot of times in life, we have this ability to think that we shouldn't per se stop dealing with family, because we have this thinking that family is everything. Or sometimes the people in your family can be worse than you know the people that's outside of your family. They could be worse.
Me and my mom get into it all the time. She would call me and say, "Oh, you call Johnny, you call Sarah." I say, "Yo, Sarah or Johnny didn't pick up the phone or call me. Why I have to call them all the time?"
Yeah.
So me and her get into it all the time over the phone. And we are family too. So, you know, what's going on with Tundi livelihood? What's going on with Tundi? Is he sick?
You can't call
but they're not calling.
Yeah. I feel that. I think that a lot of times in a family relationship, the dynamics is a lot of family feel like you supposed to tend to them. I think that they want you to call them. They want you to maybe come see them, instead of it working both ways. So instead of they saying, "Yo, you know what? I'm gonna take a trip and go see Sean P this weekend. They're gonna call you and say, hey, when you coming to see me? When you coming to look for me? As if I don't have anything to do, or I don't have anything going on. So I'm supposed to stop whatever I'm doing and just run to you when you never do that for me. So Sharpman, in your thoughts, in your mind, is it ever a time for you to cut off a family member, or is it ever okay to cut off a family member?
This is one of those subjects where, I mean, it's just not black and white. You know, you have to, a lot of times you have to think about what are the benefits of this family member. Are they adding to the overall situation, or are they making things worse? And what I mean by that is, are they like a distraction? Do they provide any benefits? Just to your life, is the interaction between you and them benefiting either one of you guys? And benefit is not, I'm not talking monetary. I'm just talking overall, mental health wise. Mental health wise, yeah. Because you can have interactions with your family that are so negative that it kind of drains your mental health, and take you to a bad place.
Exactly.
So I think when you think about cutting family members off, you just have to kind of weigh all of those things. And I would say, yes, if that person does not add benefit to your life, or if the interaction between you and them are not beneficial for either one of you guys, then I think sometimes it's best to walk away. And walk away doesn't mean you're gonna walk away from them forever, but like Sunday said a little bit ago, that some maybe later on down the road you guys can kind of come back together, and it may be a better bond, a stronger bond, and maybe a better relationship that's fruitful for everyone. But it's just not, people. I mean, somebody's gonna disagree with me and say, oh, you can't cut off family member. Yes, you can. You absolutely should. If they're kind of a distraction to your life, you absolutely should cut them off.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you can't tell a person what they can do with their life or what they can't do with their life. You can only agree or disagree with how you would deal with your life. But at the end of the day, if you, Tundi, me, or Mr. Razor decide that we're cutting somebody that's a family member out of our life, I mean, all
They
that
gave us the knife.
Yeah, all that matters is that that's what we're gonna do. I like to refer myself as the scissor. I'll snip away. You give me a chance, I'll snip away. I don't need too many back and forths to decide that I need to clip the wings. But Mr. Razor, what do you think, man? Do you think it's ever okay, or is ever a time to cut a family member off?
I'm going to say absolutely, definitely, 100%, because I look at it like this though. If you're not good, if you don't mean me any good, why should I keep you around in my life? If you're going to screw me over, if you're going to do things that's going to harm me and do things that's going to jeopardize me, I could care less about who you are. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, we could jump and say some friends treat you better than family do. So just because you have the title or family, that doesn't mean anything to me. Because if you don't mean me any good, I'm surely gonna cut you out of my life. It's just one of them things where you have to know what's beneficial for you. Some things you could have a disagreement, and when you have that disagreement, you could not talk to that person, but it's not detrimental. It's something that can possibly work itself out in the long run. So you might stop talking to a family member, and later on down the line you'll make up and get back along together. Sometimes, like Tony said, sometimes it could make the relationship even better at sometimes, because now y'all work y'all differences out, and y'all are good now. But it's not like a black and white, like Sharpman said a while ago. It all depends on the severity of what that person did to you. So if you did something to me that's just egregious, I'm sorry. You gotta go. If you don't mean me any good, I'm sorry. You gotta go. So
I agree with that.
You know, something though, really quick. So, and I was just thinking, we learn, and I said we, I mean, as a people, that we should, you know, like family is everything. And in a sense, it is. But we kind of were taught that no matter what, you know, you got to support your family. But not if they're messing you over, not if they're putting you in jeopardy, like you said, Razor, not if they're destroying your mental health, not if they're just a bad person to be around. You know, that's just because we just kind of hear like it's almost like they would just tell like it was at all costs that you had to like support them, right? You had to do this, you had to make sure that's your family. Oh, you can't be mad at them because that's your family, or you know, or you have to get along with them, you know, almost at all costs. But I think we're past that point now where everybody kind of have sense enough to kind of look at the situation and weigh the benefits of the situation to see if, you know, if it's worth dealing with, or if it's worth just letting it go for now and maybe come back to it a little later to see if it, like you said, Rage, work itself out, or like you said, Thunder, make it a little stronger in the long run.
Yeah, like that, you know, that's how the older generation grew up and grew us up and grow us. So, and it's like mental health is like a key, you know, people mental health is like a key in today's day.
In life.
So if your family member is disrupting your mental health or your mental happiness, you have to cut them off.
You know what too? Old days, remember back in the days, our culture, people didn't believe that you can have mental problems. They often think that, you know, you crazy to have mental problems. Or
another conspiracy.
Yeah,
another conspiracy theory.
That, you know, you solve, or this is wrong with you, or that is wrong with you. I just want to say, man, Thunder and Rays, I guess you guys all pretty much said it, that, you know, maybe you can come back later on and get the relationship stronger. That's a negative for me. Once you cross me, ain't no stronger. It's only weaker because you're no longer trusted for me. And I can't speak for everybody else. But for me,
I guess it depends on and why you cut him off, Sean. I would say it depends on what the offense was, right?
If I cut you off, it has to be something that I cut you off for. So if you cross me in a way that I have to cut you off, because I'm not going to just cut you off because we have an argument. You have to have done something to me for me to say, you know, you're dismissed. I'm done with you.
Yeah,
so it's pretty much black and white for me.
But if you tell your family members, say, hey, A, B, C, D, I don't like that, and they keep on coming back to it, you have to cut them off, because you know, you warn them and you tell them, say, I don't like this, so you need to stop doing this.
And I'm thinking a little deeper too into this. I know we're speaking directly of somebody kind of creating an offense to us that we, you know, personally as the individual have to kind of sever ties with that person. So then, you know, how does that then ripple? How does the ripple effect go then when it comes to, like, let's say, you know, let's say it's your cousin, for instance, or it's a sibling, a brother or a sister, and they have kids, and you know, are the kids then, how are they supposed to interact? And how do we think that's going to affect them, the negative impact it's going to have on them? And you know.
Well, here's the thing with that. You know, when I cut you off, you're cut off. And if at the time it comes to your kid, if it comes to your kid needing to be cut off also, because you have people that are disrespectful. You have people that are, you know, we all have family members that you know that if you have a problem with this person in their family, their kids take it up on their head. I'm not one of those person like that. My mom and her sisters, my pops and his sisters and brothers can have a problem, and that's not my problem. That's them and their siblings' problem. I don't get involved in that. I'll listen to both sides, and it'll go in one ear and out the other, and then I keep my conversation going. But now, when that kid steps in and want to say, yo, I'm defending my father, I'm defending this, or start talking, then I got to cut that kid off too, because I'm cutting out the common denominator is that person being in my life. And if their kid is going to keep bringing them back into my life, then I got to cut them out of my life too. You know?
Yeah, I was curious about that. Yeah, I was,
Yeah, like kids, like, you know, if two family members talking about another family member and kids are in the vicinity of that conversation, the kids, them hear what they hear what the adult is saying, and then they form their own opinion against that family member and don't know the real story. So you can't really blame the kids them, because they in a grown-up situation where they're not supposed to be in.
But I was just about to say, I can't really blame them because they ain't supposed to be in that situation. Kids are supposed to be in a kid's place. A kid's not supposed to, what goes on with me, with two adults, a child is not supposed to be in the middle of that. My son is not supposed to be in the middle of an
argument. Okay, so to your point then, with that then, right? So to your point with that, they're not supposed to be in the middle of it. So then is it okay then for the children to get together if they're not directly involved in that situation? If they haven't put that's what I want to know. So that's what I was curious about, because I think that's important to talk about.
If it's not going to cause any contingency with me and that person, then I have no problem with my kid. I've cut family members. Speaking personally, I've cut family members off plenty of times. That doesn't mean that my kid don't talk to their kid or my kid don't talk to them.
Yeah, now I was interested in that because sometimes I know people, and I say people, I'm speaking in generality here, would actually go to those lengths where if they're not dealing with Sean, all of a sudden Sean Kidd is persona non grata, right? They're not dealing with Sean Kidd either.
Yeah. And then on the flip end, then you look at it, you got some family member that'll try to poison that kid's mind or poison your mind for them not to deal with a certain family member. And like you said, sometimes you just got to remove that person, because when you have a constant poison in your mind, sooner or later it's going to get infected, so you just have to know what you're doing when it comes to that, but me personally, there's nobody that can come and turn me against any of my family member. If I'm dealing with that person, I'm dealing with that person. So if you're constantly coming to me telling me about somebody, like you said, you might be the one that might get cut out, because I don't want to hear that, because you and this person have something together and we all family. Like, you and that person need to work it out. Don't try to come to me and make me sway one side or another. I don't like that. And like I said, nobody can come and do that to me.
I don't entertain conversation from people that's when it's always negative. If you call me to talk, I understand that you have sometimes somebody, you got a genuine complaint about somebody. That's okay. But for you calling me just to bash somebody, I don't tolerate that. And I don't accept that. Even with my friends have disagreement. Even I'll have disagreement with a friend. I might call Razor and I might say, I don't like this and about Short Man, but the conversation ends with that. It's not a continuous, so I don't like this and this and this, and keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going. You have to be able, it's something that you have to be able to decipher. I see somebody put on Facebook, it's a meme that says, don't tell me what the person said about me. Tell me why they felt comfortable with saying this about me to you. And that leads back to this conversation now of saying, I don't tolerate you just talking totally negative to somebody about me. I'm okay with you having a complaint about that person and wanting to express yourself, wanting to get it off your chest because you feel like the person did something to you. But a constant disrespect, if Short Man or Tony call me and just constantly saying, yo, raise this and raise that, I'm going to put a stop to it because I realize where this situation is going. It's not going in a situation that I'm okay with putting up with. So I'm going to tell you, hey, I don't want to hear none of this no more. And that's the one time that I'm going to say it to you. If you bring it to me again, then we're going to have a problem.
Yeah, I think that's true because, like you said, if you go and I say, oh, Shaman, because no matter what, people are always going to say something about somebody, like somebody's always going to
never going to agree.
Yeah, we don't. I say, oh, say Sean do this general style. Whatever happened, but it's nothing negative because us humans, we all have fault. We're not perfect, so we all gonna have things that people are gonna. Your kids, I talk about my father all the time. I might complain to you about him, but it's not in a way where
I'm trying to bring somebody down.
Bring somebody down or
destroy their character.
So we all do that about us different people or family or friends, you know. But like you said, it shouldn't be in a detrimental way where, like you said, that person is coming to you and, you know, you just bashing them all the time and just make it in a negative way.
I just think it's a shame when you have to get to that point, because I mean it just makes everything else so, you know, not good, you know, because, you know, you cut one family member off, but then you know you have family get together, you know, that person's there, you're there with the rest of the family. It's just
The
like
tension is
super,
high.
it's a super awkward,
Yeah,
man. You know,
yeah,
it's just super awkward to have
different.
to have that going on. So when somebody puts you in that position that you would have to cut them off, that's also, I think, it's just like a really bad thing. It's inconsiderate, really, if you want to ask me about it. You know,
Even though you cut
inconsiderate.
them off, you're
Yeah.
still gonna feel bad. But you
Yeah.
know,
Well,
give it-
I mean, if
give
you
it
don't
some
feel
time
bad,
and
if you
you'll
don't
feel
feel
better,
bad, you're
you'll feel
probably
better.
Hey, speak for yourself. I ain't gonna feel bad.
Hey, I mean, you're gonna feel, you know, as they say, you're gonna feel some type of way about it. You're gonna feel not great about it.
Not about cutting them off. I'm gonna feel
Yeah.
like, man, I wish you wasn't my cousin, so I could stomp you up. You know, I don't promote violence on the podcast, but I wish you wasn't my cousin, so I could do something to you. But you know, other than that, I don't. With me, I'm cut dry and simple, and I feel like in life that's the best way to be.
When I was younger, Sean, I was extra cut dry and simple.
Yeah,
When I was
don't do stuff to people that you know is gonna offend them, gonna hurt them, gonna do stuff to them.
Yeah.
You know, we can all have a disagreement. That's cool. I can have a disagreement with everybody. I can go in a full-fledged argument with a person and don't have any hard feelings against that person.
Oh yeah, I don't. Yeah, I
Right
don't.
into the
Yeah,
next
I don't. Yeah.
conversation
True.
and
Yeah,
start talking and laughing. But you have people that's purposely out there. They want to hurt you because they have this thing in their head about you, whether they're family, friend, foe. They have something in their head about you that it's already create this type of
Yeah, they're miserable.
toxic type of conversation with them. So you and them always go back and forth. And I welcome that. I have friends that I love to debate with because we don't agree on a lot of stuff, so we can go back and forth. But it's never a conversation of, man, I really don't like this guy. It's a, boy, I couldn't wait to call you this morning because I saw this in the news and I know that you wasn't going to agree with this and I wasn't going to. So I know, boy, I'm about to tell you. So hold on, let me get ready because I got to, you know, I look forward to conversation.
But yeah, that's different. That's like a back and forth, a give and take, and one of those we can agree to disagree.
Exactly.
But it's not something that's like just, you know, just hostile. You know, it's not a hostile type of situation.
Chartman.
Uh-huh.
Just like me said, so if me tell you, said, don't step on my foot 3-4 times, and you keep on stepping on my foot, if me cut you off, are your fault.
I mean, you're probably not gonna cut me off. You're probably gonna knock my head off. I don't think it's gonna be a different situation, probably.
You know, you're not gonna beat up your family member, but you know, if you tell
perhaps
them,
perhaps not. I get what you're saying, though.
Something
I get your
is
point.
bothering you. They keep on doing it, and it affects you emotionally and mentally.
Yeah.
You have to cut them off for peace of mind. Trust me.
I get what you're saying, though. I mean, you know, if you're at that person that's just constantly doing things that's gonna annoy you, irritate you, and they're doing it on purpose. Because some people, that's just in their DNA. And some people just like that for some reason. You know, I look at it like this: that person that they can't get along with anyone. Like, there's 100 people and 99 of them they have a problem with. It's not everybody else's fault. At some point, it's not everybody else's fault. It's that person. You know, that person that goes out to the club and they always get into a fight. They're the one that they're like, people like you and them will go and it's always them that get into a fight. Something always happens with them.
But they never see themselves as the problem.
No, they never take responsibility. No, because people are always hating on them.
Yeah, a narcissist.
Was that what it is?
Yeah, I think they're way more important than they really are. But at the end of the day, man, everybody have a breaking point. You Definitely. Have to know your breaking point, and you have to know what you can put up with. And you have some people that'll never cut their family member off because it's instilled in them that family is everything. But sometimes for a peace of mind, you have to cut your family off and think that this family member is nothing. So I have to get rid of this family member out of my life. And we have to start learning that just because somebody share the same bloodline with you, don't necessarily mean that they're your family.
That old gimmick about brother stick in the water needs to go.
We seeing this all the time. Like we seeing brothers killing brothers,
Exactly.
father killing sons
and mothers killing daughters killing mothers. We have to understand. We have to understand the dynamic in this. You know, a bloodline does not make you family. You can build family with whoever you want to build family with. Now, on the other hand, having a bloodline and being family can make that bond so close and so tight, it's almost impossible to break, no matter what the problem is or what the consequences come. And that's it. We have to indeed know our limits. We have to know what's our breaking points. And if you don't know your breaking point, you don't know your cutoff point, then people will take advantage of you. And it's always going to be a problem. But yeah, man, this was a great conversation, guys. You know what it is already. It's the Anything Goes Podcast. Your boy Sean Peoples. I'm here with my brothers, Mr. Razor, Sharp, man. I'm here with my brother Tundi. Hey, man, we just having a great conversation, man. Brothers, I have to remember to let people know that every Thursday night we're going to be here with R&R Thursdays, and every Sunday night we're going to be here with Top 5 Sundays. People, if you like what we're doing, you're excited about what's going on, you enjoy these conversations, you enjoy what we're doing, like, subscribe, share, comment in the comment section, ring the notification bell, jump in the community tab, vote, and also make sure that you read up on everything that we have in the community tab. That's where we issue information on what's going on with the channel.
John, remember we're on the road to 5K.
Yeah, we're on the road to 5K still, but we ain't gonna really get to 5K until we get there. When we get there, when we get a little closer, we'll start talking about it again. We wanna strictly focus on what we have in front of us right now, and that's the Thursday night and the Sunday night, and continue giving you guys great content on this podcast. You'll be seeing more of Tundi, and of course, you'll be seeing more of us. This is the Anything Goes Podcast, man. We out of here.